The NCOT5 Countertop Convection Oven by NUVU can bake a variety of desserts, including frozen, par-baked, and from scratch. It produces high-quality, evenly baked, consistent product and is simple to use. It has programmable touchscreen controls with up to 18 programs and 3-stage baking. It can reach 425 degrees Fahrenheit and has a 2-speed fan for more control over delicate products. It is the #1 Energy Star rated oven in its category. The NCOT5 has a door switch cutoff for fan blower, stainless steel construction, a 2-speed fan, press fit removable door gasket for easy cleaning, a one-handed door handle operation, cool touch door with dual thermal wide view glass, and a lift-up removable side rack. It also is equipped with a 2-year parts and 1-year labor warranty. This video will walk you through operational control of the oven as well as maintenance and cleaning. Once plugged in to the appropriate power supply, your NCOT5 oven is ready to be used. The main initial power screen will have a red power button. Go ahead and press to turn your oven on. You are now brought to the main select recipe home screen. Here you will have up to 18 pre-programmable recipes to choose from. If there is a pre-programmed recipe you intend to use, you may select it at this point, and your oven will kick on to the preheat function. From this screen, you have the option of seeing your temperature, the time, the start button, an indication that it's preheating, the recipe you're using, and then a stop button if you want to stop your bake. It'll ask you if you're sure, and you may select yes or no. Back at the main screen, we have an arrow so you can toggle between your 18 recipes. You have the option of assigning images to them as well as naming the recipe. Below your main touchscreen, there are 3 other items to be pointed out on the NCOT5. First, we have a dimmer for your alarm, so whether you open or shut the valve will determine how loud your alarm sounds. Next, we have a main power switch that'll shut off all electricity and power to your whole oven. And then we have a USB port for recipe uploading and downloading. It also does have a cap on it to protect it from water damage. To program a brand new recipe into your NCOT5, we will first hit our program button and input the passcode, which in this case is 7123. I will now look for an empty slot in my recipe bank, which is right here, number 18, and I'm going to be making muffins today. I will show you how you can use 3-stage baking to make perfect muffins. First option on our oven is a preheat temperature. I want to actually preheat my oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. This will compensate for losing heat as you open and close your door upon loading in your product. Using our arrows, we can toggle up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and the temperature does increase and decrease by 5-degree increments. Now we go to step 1 of my baking, and for muffins, we're actually looking for a higher temperature to help set our muffin tops and create good growth in the first few minutes of the baking cycle. So for step 1, I'm going to go up to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for my first step, and I'm going to go ahead and put my fan on low so we don't have leaning muffin domes. This first stage of baking will be about 5 minutes, so we have 5 minutes set there, and I don't need an alarm, so I'm going to toggle that to no alarm. Now that our muffin domes have gotten good oven spring by that initial hot burst of heat, we're going to bump down our temperature for the second stage of baking to only 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So now we're at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm going to bump my speed of fan now up to high. This will help ensure that the inside of our muffins cook evenly without the outsides burning. This stage of baking will take about 10 minutes, and I do want an alarm now to sound once this stage is over with because at this point our muffins will be finished. we had a more involved recipe that required a third stage of baking, we have the option down here once again for temperature control, speed of your fan, and then the timer. Now that our muffins are set for their stages of baking, I'm going to hit the green check mark and go ahead and name my recipe. Delete what was there and write in muffin. Green check mark. And now if we go and toggle over to our 18th recipe, we'll see that says muffin. It's ready to go. Now let's say you have an employee who wishes to make a muffin recipe. All they must do is toggle over to your recipe, and your oven automatically kicks on to your preheating mode. Since your oven's not up to temperature, there's no way to start your recipe. Instead, as your oven climbs and finally reaches the preheat temperature, an alarm will sound indicating that the product should be placed into the oven. Once the muffins are placed inside of the oven after preheat, you will then be able to hit the start button. Maintenance and cleaning of your NCOT5 is super simple with a few key features. For safety purposes, make sure that your NCOT5 is completely powered off and is cooled down before cleaning. First is the double-paned glass front door. Next is the removable gasket for cleaning. And then last is the removable sidewall panels. As you can see, the NUVU NCOT5 Countertop Convection Oven is the perfect combination of extreme power with a small footprint. If you're interested in learning more about this oven or other NUVU products, please head to our website for further information.